Alright, what's going on, fellas? Is this community analysis number five, maybe? Oh, I gotta check. Yeah, so this is community analysis number five. This was sent in the Discord. Um, Apparently this guy's been playing for a year. Looks like a singles tournament. He is the guy in orange. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. But yeah, you guys know how this goes. I've watched like 2 minutes of this before I start recording, but I decided we're just gonna go through it together. So the guy's been playing for a year. He's just looking for overall feedback. So let's get into it. Left-handed. Okay. Alright, so first off the bat, your feet are like too planted on the ground. Um, you need to be like typically on the balls of your feet. Like you need to try and be lighter on your feet, just so that you can move a lot easier. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you looked a bit sluggish to this first shot. Like there wasn't like a prep step basically. It looked like he hit it and then you started moving, but there was no bounce. So first you had to get up to speed, which takes time, and in badminton we don't have much of that. Yeah. Um, Here, you'll learn neutralization shots a little bit later. It's been a year, so it's not bad, but you're going to want to take it as high as you can, and typically you're going to want to hit it with a racket vertical. Um, yeah, and you're going to want to hit it um, with just a little bit more pace because you don't want the opponent to be comfortable receiving a shot. And another thing we can also talk about is, so here, you can see that his racket is face down, right? So the two things he can really do is either play a net or a lift, right? So um, you should be able to prep for that. I just woke up. I'm sorry if I'm speaking slow, but yeah. So if you see the racket is down, there's no immediate offensive threats to you, right? There's no pushes towards the body, and there's no smashes. So you should be getting ready for either a net or a lift. And it looks like you're kind of just standing there and just like kind of just waiting for him to do something. It's like you're not quite sure, but again, this comes with experience. But I just want to let you know. And also here, if you have your racket up, because again, you know the shot is going to come up regardless, right? So keep your racket up. And the reason why I say that here is because like this was a relatively flat lift, and if you had your racket up, and it's on your forehand side because you're a lefty, you probably could have just like took a step to your left and like drove it back. Um, yeah. All right. So um, here, um, even though this is singles, you still want to attack the low serve. So like, don't wait for the shot to come. Sorry, I was pointing out with a finger. Don't wait for the shot to come down here. Like, you know it's likely going to be a low serve, right? So like in doubles, you attack low serves. Like try and get to that shot earlier. And there's two things that does for you. One, it will kind of intimidate the opponent. It shows intent because if you take it higher, you can push it towards the body. You can make really threatening net shots, and you can also do flat lifts. But if you take it down here, your nets aren't going to be as tight. They're going to be slower. They're going to have more time to react to it, and then you're going to have a lot harder time doing a lift as well. And you can't really play fast lifts effectively. So this is fine. It's fine. This is fine. That's fine. That comes with experience. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think your base position in the serve could benefit from taking a step forward. Okay, so let's see here. So you lift to the middle, which is a defensive shot. There's nothing wrong with that. I am just, I think your base position could have been a bit better. If you're gonna play to the middle, you should be exactly in the middle, because you have to cover like everything, right? You're still biased a little bit towards the right side. Like ideally, your body weight should be split down the middle. Like your left leg should not be on the line. Your left leg should be like a little bit over here, and your right foot should be a little bit over here. The second thing is also it looks like you're over anticipating for a smash. Um, and I think I remember when I was like a bit less experienced in badminton, I thought every time I lifted, it would come down as a smash, and that's just not the case. If you play a decent smash that has like, or sorry, a decent lift with good height, and they weren't expecting it, like they had to run and get it, like they're not gonna be able to play a full smash. Yeah, like as you can see, like he's taking it a little bit behind him, like this is not an optimal position for him. Like the most he could probably do is a half smash. So like don't be so intimidated by it. Like that was of decent quality. Like trust in your defense, trust in your lifts. And yeah, a bit late to that. Good. I think that was out, but that's fine. Um, so this is not a tactically smart choice, simply because you're out of position and you play a fast shot, right? The guy is prepared for it. Um, the thing with a fast shot is if they get it, it's going to be a faster reply. And look how much space there is open. So like if I was in this situation and my opponent drove to me like this, I would just drive it behind you or like to the opposite side and just GG. So again, you want to play either in this situation a clear or a softer shot. Like think of like a 30-40% pace drive because you want like a drop that like lands around here and it's like has a little bit of pace. All right, so a few things. If you play a net, you shouldn't step away. Like so, like you should be here. The reason why is because the most dangerous reply or the most dangerous shot in this situation, the shot that requires or that has the least amount of time to reply to, would be a straight net from them. But it looks like you play the net and then you like step away. I get you're anticipating a lift, which even so, like your base position should still be over here though. I think here you could have gotten away with a net as well, um, simply because he's so far away. But if you want to play a lift, you have to think of like the different kinds of heights, right? In this case, you're a bit under pressure, so go ahead and play like a really high lift and buy yourself time to get back in the rally. Like as you can see, this is a very flat lift. It doesn't even go to the back line. Like he he didn't take a step at all. He just put his racket up. Yeah. So at this stage of the rally or match, you should be noticing that um, your opponent is targeting your forehand. And you should also just be aware of your own weaknesses, anyways. But it's been 3 points now in a minute 27 that he's basically 1 points by exploiting your weak your forehand side. So when you're like playing in the match, you need to be like aware of these things and kind of be like, okay, it's like we've only played 6 rallies or 7 rallies. I haven't been counting, but 3 of them I've lost because of my like poor weekend or my poor late forehand shot. So in that case, you need to be adjusting your base position and just kind of be more mentally prepared for pushes and drives and clears to your late forehand, in hopes that you can get them a bit better or a bit earlier and have better shot quality. Yeah, again, I was mentioning earlier, like your base position needs to be a little bit closer. This is one of those things. It's like the body language I'm seeing right now. It's like you're playing a net, and it's like, oh God, is he going to play a lift back? Which he might, but you have time to get it, which is the thing. So it's like you got to be ready for these shots. Good rally. A few things. So here, a drop to the middle is usually not a good choice tactically. You have the advantage, like you have the offensive opportunity here. Like you got the lift, right? You need to be playing to either of these corners to make him reach. Because as you can see, he plays a shot to the middle. Like he just casually taking a step, and like he could have taken it a lot higher and he punished you more. But he's just like just chilling, right? It's good you play another like net, like regain the offensive. But again, this smash was to the middle, and like that's where he is. Like it was quite easy for him to have gotten that if it had gone over. So I guess the moral of this point is basically just aim for the corners as much as you can. Of course, like it's easier said than done to aim for the lines, but yeah. Typically, you only want to play shots to the middle in singles when you want to play a neutral shot or when you want to play something defensive. But when you're in an offense like that, aim for the corners. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like looking at your footwork and stuff. So what shot are you preparing for here? Reason why I'm asking is because like you're very like flat-footed here as well. It doesn't look like you're preparing for something defensive. It looks like really the only shot you're covering is straight dot. Like if you look at your base position, you have all of this open. Um, I would suggest you take a step, like one step, like your left foot should be on the line at the very least, in my opinion. Let's go. Okay, so next thing is you don't want to be doing your lifts. Okay, I don't know if I can show this. I have my racket here. So when you do the lift, this is interesting. This is new for this. So when you do the lift, you're like taking it like this, as you can see. Like look on the screen. See, like you're taking it like this, and you can't really generate much power like this. You should be like lunging into the shot. Like imagine your knee should be a little bit more bent, and you should be taking it out more. And like a little bit of arm swing is okay, but most of the power and the racket head acceleration should be from you tightening your grip, basically, like this. So it should be like lunge, lunge, and then boof, like that. But yeah. And that's what I was talking about. Like your base position is way too biased on the right side. Like look where your foot is. Yeah. You got it though. Wait, did it tumble over? No, you got it. You're right. Nice. Was it out? This is a better shot though. Like you're aiming for the lines. I it up. Better, more aggressive. I like it. Unlucky, unlucky. It's fine. Why did this get so loud all of a sudden? Hang on. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Keep playing the straight shots. Yeah, see, like that's the fourth time he's pushed that corner. I noticed he said this court's slippery, so be careful. But like again, like look, your footwork, like you're not preparing for anything with this stance, and like your this left foot particularly is like just straight. Hang on, I need something. Right, this is the floor. Your foot is literally like this. There's just no like there's no bounce. There's no like lightness to the step. I don't know if this makes sense. I wish I was in person. I could show you, but yeah, you should just be a little bit lighter on your feet. There's no like split step as well. It's literally just lifting and reacting. But yeah, prepare for that forehand side a little bit more because it's been the same situation now 4 times where you've served from the even side or yeah even side to his forehand and he's just lifted it straight and yeah. Short lift. Also lift straight. You're like lifting kind of cross, which two things. One, especially if it's a short lift like this, it's way easier for him to get compared to a straight shot because crosses are slower and they take more time to travel. So if the lift is short, that's just amplified more. So it just gave him easier time. Two, you're opening up the court more. Your body is here, but if you lift cross, the most dangerous shot is your straight, which you are not covering at the moment. You get it, but yeah. So that day over. Oh no no. See, there you go. See how that straight lift just gave him way more trouble? Like even though it was of like similar like height as your cross, he's taking this one late. Like you see how he's taking this one late compared to the other one where he was able to smash it. Like you should like pick up on these things or try to, and be like, oh okay, cool. He struggles with a straight lift or something like that. So again here, you're in like a really defensive position. And like you like just really your feet are planted. It feels like I would take this stance if I was like defending a smash in doubles, is what I would say. But again, the racket is below the net, way below the net. The only real two things he can do is a really loose net shot or a lift, and yeah. So it's a good thing that you're targeting his late forehand as well. It looks like he's not wanting to commit the physical energy to get around it early, which is fine. But again, here you need to be preparing for the most dangerous shot in every situation. And again, typically the most dangerous shot is a straight short shot, so a straight drop most of the time, unless you did a poor lift, and then it's usually a smash. And that comes with intuition, but in this case, like I'm just telling you because I think part of it is learned as well. I also apologize if I sound like a broken record. I don't keep track of what I say, so I just see things and then I tell you. So if I've been saying the same thing over and over again, I apologize. Great shot. Good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No complaints. Nice. There you go. Yeah, Yeah, solid. And see how when you go for the corners, he has to reach is a bit harder than playing to the middle. Nice. So here, what would I have done? Good split step here. I think I think this is just a shot quality thing. I think just more time practicing drops, um, and this situation could have been avoided. I think everything here was fine. Good serve. I didn't go over. I thought that was in. Good. So let's see what happened here. So yeah, your timing is off basically. Split step here, clear, and you're just kind of just like walking to the middle of the court, which is fine. Asterisk, and the asterisk is if your clear is of quality and it's of height, right? But the thing is, the opponent, yeah, he was just waiting for it, and he basically smashes when you're like when you haven't touched the ground yet, which is what surprises you. Yeah. This is a better. Never mind, never mind. I was gonna say something. No, no, it's fine. That is the fifth time. Then the second time he's done that exact pattern. And again, it's like keep the racket up. Like your racket is literally at your knees. It just doesn't make sense tactically. Oof. I can't play on slippery courts, man. Be careful. Aye, aye, aye. Lift. Oh my god, you got that over? Alright, so sure, let's if you want to do a net battle, we can. The thing is, you can't be stepping this far away from the net. Like if you want to commit to like to see who has a better net, your base position cannot be this far. Like see where yeah, no, actually no, he's not a good example either. He's way too far as well. Like you no 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 no. Your base position should be here. Because it's like you're taking yeah, like that shot hella late. Good follow up. Aye aye aye. Alright, so we're gonna break this down a bit. This is fine. This is fine. Good follow up. There's no need to lift. You could have played another net here and continued the rally. Um, Again, the same thing I said earlier about the racket arm. This is a little better. Like this is a good lunge. You granted it's a bit late, but you need to have your arm a little bit more out and use a little bit more of your forearm. Um, Tactically, I would have argued that a straight push would have been better, simply because it gives them less options and puts them under pressure, which or it continues the pressure which you've started. Here, I would have played. So I would have actually played a straight because he's coming from this corner. He's under pressure. If now is the time to continue adding pressure until they crack. But the fact that you played cross gave them an easier time, actually. Here, it should have been a kill. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on here, to be honest. And again, the thing with like taking way too many steps back after the net got punished. Yeah. Good variation. So when you do a flick off guard like this, and hang on, look at where he's hitting it. He's super, like, his base position is super compromised, and he's taking the shot behind him. Like, his body is not behind the ball. Only his racket arm is behind the ball. In this position, like in this position, like, oh god, this is not a good example. So like if I'm like this, right? If I'm hitting it like this, you're only being able to use like really your wrist at this point. And at this level, wrists are just not, and technique is just not strong enough to produce a clear to the back corner. So you need to be like your feet should be on the line, if not closer, and you need to be ready for a short shot because that's probably, or not probably, that's only thing he's able to play in this position. But again, you're kind of just like passively weighing like what is he going to do? Like your stance is really upright, and your feet again are really planted on the floor. Yeah, um, just a tactical thing. Because like if you had been up there ready for it, you could have just killed it, or at least played a net. And again, you gotta remember straight shots are always faster than cross shots. In this case, or in any case really. So I would have just played a straight shot and put him under movement pressure. Like he's already compromised. Yeah. And again, cross shots are also a bit more technically difficult. And considering like you're taking it really low and in the dead zone, this is like a hard shot for any player to pull off. So there you go. See, straight shot has a hard time. Good. Ah, yeah, no, 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 no. So your base position is better, but your racket should not be touching the floor like this. Even if you're playing nets, like your racket should still be at least above, I would say like rib height, just because that's gonna help you bring up the racket faster. And also, it's just, um, yeah, it's just lazy. Because like if you had your racket up already by your ribs, in this case, you might have been able to lift it. You might have been able to take, instead of taking the shot here, you might have been able to take it mid tape or mid net. But yeah, looks like this is rally 2 or set 2, I guess. Good. Yeah, don't want to sound like a broken record, but 7th time he's done that. Good. Let's see what happens. So this is what I was talking about. Like when you play, like I told you earlier, if you play a fast shot from a compromised position and it's not of good quality, or if they're able to get it back, and they're just able to just like drive it into this empty space, like I was telling you earlier, and just an example of that. Good. Good. So this is fine. I would have just played a long net, so like a shot to like right here, or something straight actually. Because again, like look, the cross shot you need to produce more power with, and your lifts need work anyways. I don't mean to sound, I'm just being like, I'm trying to be constructive here. But like look, like shit. The shot is like really short, and he's hitting it here. Like he's hitting it in midcourt, and you played across, so like you opened up the court for his attack. So just wasn't tactically the best decision you could have made. Good. So you can see that like you're both stubborn and like you want to play the net thing, like that technically is unwise, but you can use this to your advantage. Like it's like low key a little bit of an ego thing. So what you can do in these situations where you kind of just want to like do this, um, again, your base position way too far. If you know he's going to play another net, like you don't need to be this far. And again, this is like like badminton is all about calculated risks, right? I could easily be like claiming this, and you might be able to just like push it over your head. You never know. But again, calculated risk. And it looks like based on what you guys have been doing, like you want to like fight for the net. So in this case, just like stand closer to the net and just have your racket up here and then just swipe it. Again, easier said than done, but I guess the moral of the story is you need to be threatening in the front net if you want to win these battles. Like even if you don't, if even if you aren't able to successfully like swipe it and like kill it, like pros or people of higher level do, the fact that you're closer and your racket is up and you have the possibility, like you show that threat, makes your opponent reconsider if they want to play another net or if they just want to give up and lift it back. So again, like, yeah, this is a short lift. I don't know how he messed that up. That was easy point, but that's way out. All right, so a few things. If you're gonna play a cross net, this is like actually one of decent quality. You need to follow up on the cross net because you're opening up the court, right? Like now there's all this empty space. If he plays a straight shot, you're the one under movement pressure here, which he does, right? And we've talked about your split step timing before, and you can like see here, like you only start to move after he's already played the shot, and that makes you late. And again, the cross shot here wasn't tactically a good decision. You're late, you're under pressure, and you're taking the shot from super low. And again, cross shots are technically like technique wise harder to pull off than straight shots. Yeah. Again, if you had gotten it over, it probably would have been a winner at this level, and considering his body language, but that's a big if, basically. Good drop, great drop. I don't know what that was. I think maybe you were trying to like play a spinning net shot. Um, but again, at this level, it's not required, and like you can see, like his base position is super far. So you would even just like a straight net shot that just goes over the net would have been fine. If I'm misreading you and you were trying to do a flat push over his head this way, um, my suggestion for you is not to do this. It's just to push it out. But again, I can't read your mind and I can't really tell what shot you were trying to play there. Good. Better. What happened here? Let's see. Okay, split step was there. I think that was just an experience thing. Unlucky. But we can't. Actually, that's a bit too fast. Actually, no, that's fine, I think. I think the camera makes it look faster. This kind of pace for a late forehand shot is what you're looking for. I wish people took pictures of me when I played badminton. Good. You got it? Come on, come on! Nice! Alright, so a few things. I guess it was slippery. Yeah, unlucky, unlucky. In this case, I would have lifted to the middle as just as high as I can. Because again, like look, the cross lift is not doing you any favors. This is squarely mid court. He looks to be a speedy guy. Short, yeah, was not your day. Uh, nice. Hit the ceiling. Nice. Alright, let's break this down. Yeah, that was a bit loose, that last smash defense. And then also critique on your high serve. Um, this is fun. So from what I see, you're doing your high serve, and you're like your shuttle. I need to put this camera lower. Your shuttle is literally like down here, right? If you watch pros and how they high serve, they will do like this, and then they'll take it at a higher point. And again, it's the same concept I've been talking about. Higher contact point usually leads to better quality, so just keep that in mind. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, just some practice. This first net shot is a bit loose. If it was tighter, this would have been better. This was the correct shot. I have no problem with this. Here, again, like look how low you're taking it. You need to take it higher. Yeah, that's really the only things here. Yeah. Nice. Technically, was not a smart decision, but it worked out. Good. Yeah, this is better on the shot quality. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. So in this case, few things. I think here this was smart because you knew he was. I at least I hope. I hope you saw that he was just running straight. There was really no regard for anticipation. So in this case, yes, playing a cross on the cross, challenging the agility was a smart decision, and it was of decent quality. Here, again, if you had taken it like literally a bit higher, you wouldn't have to have played like this such high lift. You could have just played something flat, like a flat drive. We call it a flat lift. Um, and would have put him under more pressure. Probably wouldn't have been able to get this second shot back if it was not as high as that was. But yeah, you followed up really well. You know how to end the rally. So good, good, nice. All right, so a few things. I like this rally a lot, actually. A lot more game sense in it. So first off the bat, if you ever see an opponent with this rack position at this level, they're gonna play a net, or a really really poor lift. So again, bring the rack up, be a little bit more mentally prepared for the front court shot. The straight reply, good, fine, fine. Straight reply again, good. Here, I would have played a straight again. Honestly, I would have just like you see how far away he is from that. If you had played like a decent straight net shot, a lot of pressure right there. The lift, good height this time, great. Here, good drop. Here. So again, you see how low he from this position, like what are you really realistically able to play, right? you're realistically able to play a really bad lift to like maybe here, taking this like this level into effect, like this tier, this skill tier. Um, you're able to play a cross net shot, but highly unlikely, especially at this level. Or you're able to play a straight net shot, but it's also likely to not be of good quality. So you can rule out this for the most part, and play or smashing down a lift that goes to here is not that hard. So you need to be closer, and your racket needs to be up, like literally above the net at this point. Um, yeah, and again, like this comes with practice, but like you need to try and like recognize these situations because again, it's all about calculated risks, recognizing opportunities, yeah, and hedging bets basically. Good. Too loose. Didn't go over this time, but yeah. Nice. Good. Ay, 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 ay. So this was, I don't know what this was. Was this a half smash or a drop? Because either way, just if this was a drop, it needed more angle, and if this was a half smash, it needed more pace. But um, unlucky. I think you did the right thing there to try and recover that. Okay. Let's see what we can do better in this situation. So typically, whenever I get caught off guard, I always lift. Because at the level I play, I need to play pretty tight, and like you should also aspire to play good quality shots as well. From this angle and this body position, you're just not realistically able to play a decent net shot. So, I would have played a lift here, like yeah, super high at a higher level. That would have been punished immediately. Um, Pushes you back. This is a decent neutralization shot. This is fine. Decent lift. I think this was just a footwork thing, and just a little bit caught off guard the attack clear. I think this was fine. Second time he did that. But yeah, no, the jump was fine. You just need some practice. Oof. So again, if you're off balance ever, like this, super off balance, you're not taking this well, you can't really play like a decent drop. Like look how loose it is. Just play it clear. Buy yourself time, reset the rally. Oof, unlucky. So I don't know if you played this opponent before or like also what skill level he is, but from the level it looks like you guys are at, a backhand at this skill level is almost always going to be a straight drop. So again, like let's look at your body position. Like you're literally just standing straight up and down. Like um, from what it looks like, it's like okay, like it feels like what you were thinking in this moment was like, okay, what is he going to do now? You're not really prepared to receive any shot in this position, and again, the racket is low. So what I would have liked to see here was racket up, a little bit aggressive, and really mentally prepared for this short shot to punish it immediately. Granted, it was a net cord, so even if you were prepared, it would have been hard to get back, but it's the thought that counts, right? So again, like the shot's super loose. I don't know why you like to play this like shot. If you want to play a shot to the middle, you can like just play a shot to the middle. It looks like a half-hearted attempt at a cross, but it doesn't really go that far and it's quite loose. So you could just play like a straight shot. Like you could just position your arm straight and just aim for the middle. There's no need for the arm movement. And yeah, and yeah, he just destroys that. Yeah, good job. Good accuracy. 12, 16. Cool. Nice. Again, way too high of a lift. And it didn't need to be cross. Again, like he's just. I don't think you've actually lifted that many times straight. And because of this, he's basically only preparing for cross lifts at this point. You can tell by his footwork. Fortunately, this was out. Nice. Good pace, good angle. Good drop. Oof, unlucky. You can just play the straight shot. Like you can like see how far he is from the straight shot. Like, yeah. Oof. Okay, let's work on this rally. So a few things. Whenever you see an opponent do offense or defense like this, two things. One, they're off balance. Two, they're surprised. So what is like, especially when an opponent is surprised and off balance and just glad that they got the shot, they're basically only going to play something short, and at this level, probably something with loose quality. So if you see this, you should have just started running forward. Because yeah, if you had been here already, boom, killed it. Again, play the straight shot. Like there was like a little bit of like a wanting to go across. Or I guess to the middle. Um, I guess I'm asking why. You have the advantage here. You want to continue adding pressure. Playing a shot to the middle is a neutral shot. Playing it just a directly straight would have been a lot more tactically sound here. Because you're just letting him back in the rally. Because like again, your base position is super far back, and now you're the one under pressure, right? I would have played a lift there, by the way, not another net. But yeah, he was just I don't know if he's trolling or he thought that was a smart decision. But you see what I mean? Like, good job. See, all you had to do was play the straight shot, and like look how much he had to cover. Like he was not able to get it. Okay, let's talk about this. So if you really want to play cross, actually no, this one is fine, especially for this level. This was a good shot. Never mind. This was just unlucky. Yeah, you read that well. You did everything right. That was just unlucky. Good job. All right, so I know this was a long video. So a few things. One, I am not a pro by any chance. I am just someone that loves badminton and trains almost every day, and I just want to give back to the community. So keep that in mind. Like that's my disclaimer. Two, the main takeaways here are higher racket at the net. Never have your racket by your knees. And like mentally and physically just be a little bit more ready. Like there shouldn't be a situation in badminton where you're ever almost basically upright. And there were a few times here you were. Um, Number four would be recognize patterns and situations. So, for example, he won maybe 7 or 8 points off of you just from punishing your late forehand shot, right? Another thing was like if you see your opponent is out of position, um, that means like the shots they're not able to play or the shots they're able to play is greatly reduced, and you could probably bank on them playing the most common one, right? Especially at the skill level. Um, what else? I'm thinking. Ah, um, don't need to play so many shots to the middle, and you don't need to play so many cross shots. Um, I think that's self-explanatory. If not, middle shots again are neutral, and cross shots only really challenge agility if they're already under movement pressure. And it's usually not a smart decision to play a cross on a cross. And then the last thing I would say is work on the quality of your lifts, and don't always play cross lifts. Again, straight lifts are fast, and variety is always good. Overall, I hope this helped. I know this was 15 minutes long. Um, so if you have any questions, if you want me to break down anything else further in detail, I am in the Discord server. Just hit me up. I am glad to help. And everyone else, like and subscribe.